Hello everyone, and welcome back to Nick's Customs. Today, I've got a big one that I've been meaning to talk about since 2020. Today's video is all about the Vickerstown Rolling Bridge. The Vickerstown Bridge was first introduced in the special King of the Railway in 2013, and it consistently appeared in every season since. The bridge is often seen being used by the mainland engines like Connor and Caitlin, and since my series is all about Connor, it felt like I needed to make this bridge. Before I did, I used a Brio drawbridge in my series, which was not accurate enough for me. So it was time to make a custom model. This project began in 2018, but I kinda gave up at some point. Originally, I made two papier-mâché terrain pieces and the river for the bridge to go over, but that didn't really work out. It was just way too big. I no longer have these pieces, but they have been used in some other videos. I picked up the project again sometime in late 2019, and I managed to finish it during COVID. Let's take a look at it one piece at a time. First up are the gates. I made 4 of them, 2 for each side of the bridge. These gates have changed colors throughout the show, originally being yellow and white on the mainland side and red and white on the Sodor side. I made them all white to match their appearance in the Great Race onwards. It should come as no surprise that the Great Race gave me a lot of good reference material for this project as a whole. The gates are made entirely out of Lego pieces. The bases go under the track, and then the gate can be lifted up and down. They're pretty simple, but they get the job done. Next, let's look at the buildings, starting with the smaller one. This was the first piece of the build that I finished. I used it in some videos, but then I realized that the color was wrong, and I wanted to change it. I went back and repainted it, and it looks much better now. My favorite part of both of these buildings are the tile roofs made from cardboard. The rest of the building is made from note cards because I have tons of them and I wanted to just get rid of some. The details like the door and the windows were painted on with toothpicks and thumbtacks, although I'd have used decals if I were making this again. The other building sits on a little platform, and it has a more interesting design. The roof slopes upward to a communications tower, which is made from a pen. The loudspeakers on top are also made from pens, the caps, and there was one more pen involved, a paint pen. I used a paint pen to do the door and all of the tedious window details on this building, which is why they're shiny and the ones on the other building are not. That's about it for the buildings. I think they came out pretty well, especially the roofs, which I'm going to continue doing on other buildings going forward. Moving on to the bridge itself, you'll notice that I put ascending tracks on each end. I made this specifically to be the proper height as a regular wooden railway bridge so that it could be used this way. Originally, I wanted to take it to the Shining Time meetup and put it on a big layout and maybe even let people film on it, but then COVID happened, so that was a no-go. The bridge comes in 3 pieces: the Sodor Foundation, the Mainland Foundation, and the bridge itself. The bridge slots into the Sodor Foundation with brass fasteners. Once locked in, they let the drawbridge rotate up and down. The Mainland Foundation has a holder that sticks out and supports the bridge when it's down. The bridge can be taken apart for easier storage, although one day I'd like to have enough space so that I could display it fully assembled. Only the bridge part here moves, while in the show, this component up here with the counterweights moves too. The project was taking a long time, and at some point during the process, I decided to simplify the design and made it more toy-like than a hyper-detailed model. If I were to try again, I probably would go for a more detailed approach, but I like what I have now. The whole structure of the Vickerstown Bridge is made from foam boards, cardboard, popsicle sticks, toothpicks, brass fasteners, clay, and masking tape. It also has some off-brand wooden railway track glued in place on top, which had to be cut and sanded to fit the bridge's length. I may touch up the paint before I use this in my series again, although I've said that before about other items. Also, I've already filmed more scenes with the bridge as it is now, so the next time you see it, it won't look any different. And when we put it all together, we have the Vickerstown Bridge. Is it perfect? No, but I am really satisfied with the end product. It is kind of a pain to film on though, because the tracks don't perfectly line up. However, when the trains and the bridge cooperate, I really like the results. Comment down below what you think of the bridge, or if there's any other big structure you think I should make someday. Thank you all for watching, and I hope to see you again soon.